Well, hello everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. How you all doing on this nice day in Victorville, California? Only 84 degrees today. This is a nice, pleasant compared to the summer we've been having. Well, anyway, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. This is the monthly Q&A plus the end of the month report. Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing? So anyway, anybody has anything they want to bring up, just throw it out there, no matter what I'm talking about. And that, but I did want to say that as of right now, we have 972 subscribers on the channel. And I just want to thank everyone. I appreciate each and every one, from the new ones to the old ones. And we're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber where it's going to be my biggest giveaway. I'm going to give away 3 things, and possibly the last giveaway. Hi, Ray. How you doing? Yeah, so we'll be going on here in just a second. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, just throw them out there while I'm talking. Don't think that you're interrupting me or anything. And like I said, it may be the last giveaway at the 1,000, but I'm thinking about something. And also, so I'll give one question I'll give you, because this is relatively new to me. Before I get into all the details, I've talked a little bit about it before. As you probably saw, the channel has a membership now. But what I'm asking is, because this is new to me, and I wanted to make it the best membership that I can possibly make for anybody that's a member. If you were a member, and you can hit me up on the email or anything, what would you like? What kind of perks would you like to see the creator give? Any input is appreciated. Well, anyway, today I'm going to do a quick report on August activities, September plans, a little bit about the sports world, and a little bit about myself. So let's get her going there. In August, as of counting this particular broadcast right here, we had 27 videos go up. I don't know why I can't slow down. Maybe I'm addicted or something, huh? Anyway, I did 4 live broadcasts. Recently, as of yesterday, I did one that I don't normally do live. It was the weekly spinning, where I review all of the vinyl albums and CDs that I listen to during the week. And I just decided yesterday to go live with it, see how that works. And that. So we got, a fair following going on in that one. I'd like to see it get a little bit bigger, but that's okay what it is. I appreciate everybody. And then let's see what else we got going here. PC games, American Truck Simulator. I did 2 videos in Nebraska. Working the load. If you didn't see that last one was just crazy. There was a couple things that happened in there that never happened with me before in American Truck Simulator. So I'm sure that anybody that watched it probably got a really good laugh about some of that stuff there. So, but that's fun, great. If you're having a good time watching them and laughing at me, that's great. I did a couple out of the Park 25 videos. I got the 84 season going for the Tigers right now. And I'm recording every 10th game. Okay. As of last night, I think they're 17-6. But believe it or not, they're still not in first place. So check it out. Follow along with the Tigers. I'm doing better this year than I did with the 68 Tigers last year. Tower Simulator 3, I did 2 videos, one in Ontario, and the last one I did was in Nashville. And I enjoyed that one a little bit better because there was more traffic. I just couldn't get the traffic pumped up in Ontario to get it anymore. But, so Nashville, I'm going to do a couple more in Nashville before I move on to another airport. So check it out. See if you like those or not. And then I did the spinnings. I did every weekly. I did a spinning video where I talked about the videos I did, or the albums that I watched. Or listen to during the week, albums and CDs. So make sure you got friends that enjoy music. Tell them to check out the channel. Hi, David. Glad to see you can join us tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it is a nice Sunday. Nice and cool here in the high desert. Only 84. Sports games last month. I did a couple payoff pitch. In that 1987 what turned out to be a what if World Series. The Tigers did win that one in 6 games. I did the History Maker Golf 2010 Star Tournament. Replay Baseball. I got that back on the table last week, and for the first time in a while, with the all-franchise tournament, I played one game. In APBA 1961 replay, I did one game. That was in August. War games in August. Franklin 1864. I did do a demo on this Battle of Spring Hill, which was the 29th of November of 1864. Franklin was on the flip side of the board, was the 30th of November in 1864. And the reason I did it is because the Franklin one, the way it's set up historically, when the Union got in their positions, they hardly ever moved. I did Spring Hill because I could show more movement and still do the fighting and so forth for anybody that wanted to see how the game played and so forth. That's the main purpose of the demos, is so I can show a few things. I hope I'm getting a little bit better on them. Anyway, I did pick up a solo Vietnam game called Save South Vietnam. I did a first look on that one. It's in the queue. I got for this last, because of Gen Con and because of other things, there's been a lot of deliveries in the last week, so things that were piling up. I also did a first look on the game from Multi-Man Publishing called Thunder in the Mississippi, which probably won't get to my table for quite a while because I've never did any Multi-Man Publishing games. It's the Great Campaigns of the American Civil War, is the series in there, and I want to do Hood Strikes North. That only not relates to the book I'm reading right now, but I've also heard that's the best one to start learning that series with, is that one. So that's the one I'll be going. Probably be a lot of movement and chasing around in that one too. Then I picked up from one of my Gen Cons. No, it wasn't the Gen Con one. Let's see what I got here. Oh yeah, I picked up the Battle for Bronner's Farm, and I did a first look on that one. That's in the Shattered Union series from, I think it's Worthington or Tiny Battle Publishing. One of those two. I think they work hand in hand. They always confuse me a little bit on that. Then got into board games. I did a first look on Arkham Horror, the living card game. And I've played 5 games now. I'm still learning. But I'm at the point where I don't have to look at the book every single card that I play. But it's a tough one. It is a tough game. But people say that it's tough. Some people warn me that it's like a money grab. But I learned my lesson with Marvel Champions, with getting in too deep into that. And so I won't be doing that with this one. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. Lords of Baseball. How do I like Arkham? Okay, quality games, but expensive. The MMP games. I better start flipping out. Yeah, Jeffrey, they are expensive. However, inside of each module, they call it, or module, like the one I just got, Thunder in the Mississippi. There's so much material in there. They have like a ton of. It's not like just 1 or 2 scenarios. They have beautiful maps, and then they might have 10, 15 scenarios in them. So when if you broke it all down into a whole bunch of little games, it's probably, it's a lot to put out at one time. But in the long run, I think that for me anyway, it's worth it. The quantity and quality that you get. How do I like Arkham? I do like Arkham. Still in a learning phase of it. I've played 5 games, and no, I have not beat it. That, but I got stuck for quite a long time on one thing, and researching on Board Game Geek, and I had a friend that's got some experience with it. So when he was over, I asked him about it, and he looked at it, and we kind of figured it out. So then I picked up from my virtual Gen Con, I picked up the Mandalorian Adventures, and that looks fun. It's a 1 to 4 game. I did a first look at that one. I did a first look on another one called Comic Hunters. And that just came out this year for the U.S. It's been out since 2020, but it was in Brazil, and they didn't have the rights to bring it out in America. And so now they have the rights. I don't know how much they had to pay for that IP, because every card is a replica picture of the original comic when it came out, and it's all Marvel and all of them. So they probably paid a lot. But anyway, it was funny. I had a hard time finding it on where I could order it from. Then I was watching a guy's video and his post Gen Con, and he says, yeah, and he says, if you don't want to fight the lines, he says, you can find this one at Barnes & Noble. So I went over to Barnes & Noble, picked it up. It was pretty nice, only $25. So that was a pretty good price too. Then the other one that I got in from my Gen Con is Pirates of Maracaibo. And I did the first look on that one. That's a game by probably my favorite designer, Alexander Pfister. And I'll be getting to that one. But this one can be played solo also. Pfister's the one that developed the Great Western Trails was one of his games. Boone Lake was one of his games. Sky Mines and Maracaibo. And so, he likes rondels, and it's pretty cool mechanisms that he does. So I'll be liking that one. Or I'm sure I'll like that one. Then the videos I did, I finished up that one. That one request was the Collections 3 video that I did for that front room that I'm still working on, but I gave it where it was. It's nothing like I wish I'd had a picture of what it looked like before I started all this work in there a year and a half or so ago. So let's see. And then I have one request that I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I like it and I'm going to do it. I got a request from one of our subscribers to do pick an era war game, set it up on a table, have it displayed, show the contents and everything, and we'll talk about it and what I thought about the game. And I'm going to do it. I actually got the first game I want to do picked out, but I thought I would try to make it a scheduled day, but I'm not sure that that's going to work because when I schedule it, then things interfere. And I already got the talking about on the second Sunday and this one on the last Sunday of the month. So I'm not sure if I want to put another scheduled day in there, but I am going to. This doesn't look like this is going to happen in August, but the first one's going to be in September sometime because it takes me a few days because I'm going to have to set it up, refresh it in my mind and everything before we not learn all of the rules verbatim, but get a good refresh so that I can talk about it some. But it's coming. Then we'll do different errors. Okay. Let's see what else we got going. So if there's anything you'd like me to consider, don't hesitate. I may say no, I may say yes, and even if it costs me a little bit of money, I might go out and get it and do it for you. So if you have anything you'd like me to look at, just fire away. I don't have a problem with that. Personal gaming activities. My personal gaming activities outside of what you guys hear and see about is just Superstar baseball, which where most of our teams are playing 13 games right now. Just picked up Richthofen War. Thought the old games might be interesting, but I'm not familiar with that one at all. What era is that from, and what company puts that out? I would like to maybe just look at it and see what it's like. I was talking about that Gen Con. I have one more thing that's on pre-order for that, and I'll talk about it whenever it comes in. And then I only did 4 this year. Last year I did like 7. Old Avon Hill. Oh, okay, Avalon Hill. Yeah, that probably is interesting and probably really difficult to find. Thanks for bringing that up. Anyway. All right, what do I got working on the table now? Some of the stuff I already told you about. Arkham Horror, the living card game. Inside Blitz football. I played the first game. Well, it's the 1991 Bills replay, and it was game number 9 for them. And I played it, and I started recording the 4th period to put it out on the channel, and I screwed up this video so bad that I just finished it. Now I got to. Game 9 is done. It's not going up on video, but game 10 is working. And so guys will get to see that one. That was Inside Blitz football. I haven't had it up for a couple seasons now. I'm wanting to get it up and give it a little play and get some of the ones out that have. Lords of Baseball is working. I'm at the stage where I'm doing one season with the rule book, we're going through to get familiar with it. There was some comments made about the solo play. of the Lords of Baseball only being for like feature high score. Well, when I first got it, I looked at it and I agreed. But they shortly after that, they on Board Game Geek, they released solo rules for playing against non-player guys, non-player opponents. So it's actually, it tells you what to do now. It's actually a lot better, but I'm not playing solo right now. I'm playing the two-handed, two people learning how to play the whole game. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to getting that on the table with one of my friends. And I might. The only thing I didn't like was the quality of the cards, and that might have been my box and maybe where it was stored or something, because they're all like warped or something. So I've been going through and sleeving every one of them to try, and then I put the sleeving them and put them under books to straighten them out. And it's working for the most part, but that must have been a storage or a heat problem or something. I don't know what would have do that. I've never really had a game of cards do that before. And of course, I'm working on the 56 Yankee World replay on Fall Classic Baseball and the 61 APA Detroit, or the APA 61 Detroit replay, cards and dice. And so those are working. I'm probably going to have some getting ready for some hockey and basketballs approaching us. Got football back on the table now, and that'll stay. There'll be some football going throughout the whole football season now. And then I got down to we're down into where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing in September. Talking about number 9, of course, is going to scroll across the screen down there. Put that on your calendar so you can come in and talk about things. And I'll probably be live next Saturday or Sunday with the end of the month. It's the spinning one, where it's the end of the month, where I quickly review everything each week, and I tell everybody what albums, the 2 albums I like the most out of each week. I don't tell them on the weekly ones, but I'll tell them in that. Now, speaking about that, I didn't think about this till yesterday when I was doing that live broadcast. But if you're familiar with the old rock group Steppenwolf, check it out. I have a connection with Steppenwolf that I call a connection, and it was pretty neat when I thought about it yesterday. So I talked about it in the video. Okay, and then unboxings will continue. Hopefully, they're going to slow down a little bit. PC games will be remaining the same. The American Truck Simulator, Tower Simulator, and Out of the Park Baseball. Vinyl spinnings will continue the same. More sports replays coming. Okay, replay baseball. We're going to keep that up for a little bit. Get a few more games of that in before, since it's been long. We can look for. Hi, Joshua. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. You can look for a season ticket to get back up under the table for a little bit. APA Fall Classic Superstar. I don't have nothing scheduled for golf. I'm thinking about another golf tournament. Football, Inside the Blitz is up. The 1991 replay is up on the table and working. Should be out tomorrow or the next day with the first one for this year football game. I hopefully there was looking at another one. I don't remember how hard it is to play, but I haven't played 4th Street football in a long time. And I'm unfair. I'm going to try to get that up on the table this year also. Besides the ones that I play, my APA 64 Bills season is going to continue. And also I forget what season it is. I got going with second season. It'll continue. But we got a long way to go in football season. But it goes by pretty quick if I don't get a couple games up. It's normally over. And when you're down there and you're hitting that like button or subscribing if you haven't done so yet, hit the bell down there and you'll get notified when I publish new videos and you won't miss anything. Like yesterday was a surprise one when I just arbitrarily just went live instead of doing it. Okay, let's see. Getting down in the report, I'm only 20 minutes into this one. My favorite sports and teams. Well, college football is back. I watch a lot of college football. My TV's going on Thursday nights and on Saturdays all day long, different football games. Do I have a particular college football team that I like? No. but I am a big Southeast Conference fan. I think that conference plays closer to the NFL than any of the conferences. But it's going to be kind of interesting this year. They got this new 12-team playoff that's going to happen instead of the 4. So a lot of teams going in and out. Already a top 10 team got upset in week number 1 by a non-contender. Though the Detroit Tigers, well, I don't know what they did today, but they were 62-66, 11 and a half games out. They made several trades at the trade deadline, but the one thing I'm really glad about is they didn't trade none of their young rookies or prospects. Okay, they traded some of the older guys and they got more prospects in. So now they have they're fielding a really young team. And, their spirits are up. They're playing real hard. They're winning. They're having fun. And that makes it more fun for me. Yeah, we're not going to be in the playoffs, but these kids are really playing, and I talked earlier about Spencer Torkelson. They did bring him back up, and he's starting to hit a little bit better now. And they were talking about him, and everybody was talking about him being the old man. They had an infield the other day playing that he was the oldest infielder, and he was only 24 years old. And the oldest outfielder was only 27. That's how young they are right now. Yeah, J2 Wiltz, do you have a favorite team? A favorite college team that you follow? How about any other guys? Got any college teams? So anyway, that's great. Well, the only thing they're going to try to have to figure out is what they're going to do with that crazy bad contract they have with Javier Baez. I saw yesterday that they put him on the injured reserve now. So maybe this is a way of getting an injured reserve and trying to get rid of the contract. I think there's 3 more years left with it. If we're going to go with these young kids, let's go with these young kids. Okay, Roll Tide. Yeah, I can handle that. Roll Tide, Alabama. Okay, so that was the Tigers. The Buffalo Bills, well, they were 1-2 in the 3 preseason games. It didn't show me too much. Why? Because the starters didn't play very hard, hardly at all. Buffalo's been kind of hit by a bunch of injuries. And so they've had to pull their guys back. Kansas, that's a good team to follow. That's a good team to follow. So the Bills have been hit with a lot of injuries, and now they're making some cuts. They made some cuts today. They released 7 guys because they have to be down by 4:00 p.m., I think, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. All the teams have to be down to their 53-man rosters. All right, let's see what else we got. The Celtics, not much news there, except the season's going to open in late October. I'm interested to see how the champions are going to do. Can they repeat? I think repeating in the NBA is really, really difficult because of some of those other teams. There's a lot of good teams in the NBA. Then the Buffalo Sabres. Camps are opening in September with preseason games coming starting on September 21st. Looking forward to that. As you guys know, I'm a big hockey fan, big Sabre fan. And I'm going to be interested to see who makes the rosters. Not much room on the roster from what I'm looking at now. I'm still pulling for Yuri Kulich to come down. If he doesn't, hopefully he don't get traded, because I don't know what's going on with this kid Peyton Krebs. What, they don't have him signed. He was part of the Jack Eichel trade. He's not signed, and he's not an unrestricted free agent. Some of the sports announcers are speculating that they're setting him up, going to be using him as trade. Yeah, we'll see. He hasn't done a lot since he came to Buffalo, but then again, he's very young. And when he got to Buffalo, he got put in a role on the 4th line, which didn't do very much at all. So I wish him well because he does have a lot of talent. So, all right. That's all for my sports for there. So now down to me. I started thinking about things and starting to getting things planned. I know it's not till October, but I'm going to be traveling in October for the very first time in a long time. It's been years and years since I've flown anywhere. So we got. Have I played any college football games? No, I have not, Ray. I don't have, and I don't have any in my collection at all. I don't know. Maybe just because there's so many NFL games. I have heard a lot about that bowl-bound game, though. In fact, I looked at picking it up several times, but it was relatively hard to find. And when I did find it at one time on eBay, it was pretty costly. So I stayed away from it because I said, well, I'll probably never play it anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to be traveling down to Mexico. My stepdaughter is getting married. She wants me to come down there, so I'm going to go down there. It's in Playa del Carmen, which is outside of Cancun. I love Cancun. I've been down there 3 times. You know, this whole COVID things and everything bothers me in that, but I'm going to go down for her. And then I talked about, I gave an update in the talked about last month about my right eye. Well, they took me down there. There was a film growing over it. They shot it full of lasers to break the film up. The vision is great. I just had a follow-up this last Friday to recheck on it, and everything is fine with it, looking good. They said, let's see it in a year. I said, okay. In other words, besides getting old, I'm still doing all right. Out there walking every other day. I did a walk this morning. It's 1.8 miles. So it keeps my back pain down. So it's worth the effort, even though a lot of times I try to talk myself out of doing it. Well, that's about all I have on my list there. So come on, guys. Guys, ladies, you got anything you want to bring up? Anything you want to talk about? I know this is not the talking about session, but you can, especially if you have any questions. Yeah, Ray, thank you very much. That was me too. Yeah, walks are great. Now, about a year, probably close, going on a year and a half, year and 3/4 ago, I couldn't even stand for 5 minutes without really bad hip pain. So they were going to do a lumbar injection on me, but they decided to send me to physical therapy first. And after about 3 weeks of physical therapy, this pain started going away. So I got out of physical therapy. They canceled the lumbar injection. And so I walk this every other day, and that pain doesn't come back. And so it is well worth it because that pain was terrible. We went to the Air Force Museum, my family, on one of the Veterans Days. And man, every 10 minutes I had to find a bench to sit down on while they were walking around because I couldn't handle the pain. But anyway, I'm fine now so far. So the walking is worth it. Okay. Coming up on 30 minutes here. Not too bad. Remember when we're in the don't have to, but I always am going to remind everybody that when we're live, Super Chats are available, and so is channel membership. That's why I asked that question earlier about if you were a member, what type of perks would you like to see a creator have? Not only for me, but for anybody. But because this is new to me and I'm learning, I want to try to do the best I can for anybody that does become a member. Because I do have one person out there already. All right. Okay. Doesn't look like anybody's got anything else they want to do or bring up right now. Coming up on the 30 minutes here. What do we got here? Yeah, GMT says some. Yeah, GMT has the sale. I forget what the date is coming up. I always get caught on that one, and it's like it's for if the reward, the P500 people that have used the P500 in the last year. So for every P500 thing that you've received in the last year, I think this is the way it works. Gene explains it real good in his letter up there. For every P500 game that you received, you can buy another game for half price, something like that. All right, let's answer these questions one at a time. Do I have any war games on order? Yeah, I do. Let me bring that sheet up over here, and we'll see what we can see on this. All right, I have on P500 from GMT. I have A House Divided. I have A House Divided. This is a Civil War game, but this is a remake of it by the original designers and so forth. And so I wanted to get that because it's been a long, long time since Victory Games put that out, and so I wanted to get that. And I have a Great Western Grants Western campaign on pre-order or Kickstarter with Compass Games. I have Guadalcanal on the Valiant Defense series on Kickstarter with Dan Versen Games. I have North Africa 40 on a P500 with GMT. I have Purple Haze, which I'm really excited about. It should be coming pretty soon. Purple Haze is a Vietnam War game by Phalanx. It's on GameFound. It's been it's a solo one, and I'm really looking forward to that. So whoever asked this question, I have Rebel Fury. This is the follow-up to this. The first one is the Army of the Potomac. That's our P500. I got Robert E. Lee from DVG. That's how much. That's the games that I have on order. Wow, didn't know I had that many. Let's go to the next one. Going down the list. I'm glad you guys are chatting now. Yeah, I just talked about the GMT sale. Yeah, I've always enjoyed Replay Baseball. The first project I ever did with it is I did the 1968 season, the Denny McLain's replay. I didn't get 30 victories. I didn't get close. I think I might have just barely got 20. More Truck Simulator? Yeah, soon. I don't know if you checked out that last one. That last one was a doozy, though. I had a couple things happen that never happened to me before on Truck Simulator. So check it out. I should have another one coming out in a couple days. Mr. Beginning, so sorry if you already mentioned, but wondering if you've been playing any Hockey Bones. No, I have not been playing any hockey at all because we're in the off season. Hockey be coming in this month. And I'm sure it won't be too long before Hockey Bones gets on the table because I really do like Hockey Bones. Inside the crease. And I need to get my app of hockey up this year. I didn't get it up at all last year. I kind of forgot about it, to tell you the truth. Have Normandy 44 come in. What do I got? I have Normandy 44, Jeffrey, but I have not even broken it open. It's in shrink. I haven't even unboxed it yet. I don't know. I about this home runs of that. I don't know if that's true or not because I really can't track it in how I play. Like I did the Tiger replay. I didn't see any Tigers anymore hitting any home runs. But it's all with the roll of the dice. If you don't get that 6, you ain't going to get a home run. And so maybe you're a great dice roller. I'm not that, but and now I'm on the all franchise teams tournament. And there was the last game I played. There was a couple home runs, but I don't think it was anything crazy because sometimes home runs, you think it's a home run when you roll the 6, but if it's like a 10 or an 11 or something like that, you got to roll again on the other chart, and it could turn it into a single on that. So I don't know. I'll keep my eye open for it, though. If I see that trend happening, I'll get back with you. Yeah, I like HEPA hockey also. I just got caught up last year with the 2 projects that I was running with Inside the Crease and Hockey Bones, which kind of took up all the table time. Plus, I only have I have a lot of table spaces that you guys have seen in my areas, but I can only play one at a time. Okay, halfway through. Yes, that's 32. Babe is crushing it in my 28 replay. Wow. 32. Yeah. Maybe he's studying Aaron Judge. Did you see that? Aaron Judge had his 50th and 51st yesterday. That guy is crazy good. I was also pulling him because he's one of the guys that could possibly win a Triple Crown. Him and Ohtani, I think, in the National League could both probably do that. All right. I answered all those questions there. And comments. Anything else, folks? Yeah, that Purple Haze game I mentioned, I'm more excited about getting that one than anyway. And it's been a while. It's on Game Found. It should be coming. It was supposed to have been out now quite a while ago, but COVID tied everything up. And so hopefully it's going to come in the next few months. All right. We got 36 minutes in. I think I'm going to call it a wrap up. World Series prediction. Wow. That's kind of tough to predict that one right now, but I'll go with the Yankees in 6. Okay, so I hope you guys got some questions and bring them up on the September the 8th when we have our Talking About Number 9 session, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And watch for me possibly next weekend. Yeah, but I don't think the Royals are going to overcome the Guardians this year. Do I have any set time? No, I don't have any set times that I play my games. It's out of the day going because I got to deal with life stuff too and do chores and clean the house and go shop and do my walking. And so I don't have a set time. And I normally play maybe 2 different games a day, and I don't play the whole game. So I just keep rotating. And I found that a long time ago. But by me rotating, that keeps things fresh because if I'm playing the same thing over and over and over and over again, then it gets kind of stale on me. I don't have any amount set of hours that have done each other. Like today, I've played some Inside Blitz, and that was probably like an hour. And then I did, what else did I do? I did a little bit of work with the cards with Lords of Baseball, so that was like a half hour. But tonight I'll probably do a little bit more because it's only 5 o'clock or 4:38 out here in the West Coast. It's probably do something with one of the games, but there's times when I just sit in the chair when I'm reading. I try to read something every day too. And like right now, I'm reading a book by David Baldacci called The Camel Club, and I'm still working at the Confederacy's last hurrah. So I read one each day. I don't read both of them each day, but I read one each day. The next day I read the other one. And while I'm doing that, I'm listening to my music. So that kind of happens at the same time. So it's not all gaming every day. Like and then Wednesdays, that's like 5 or 6 hours, and that's just Superstar Baseball. That's with the other owners that come over here, and the one owner we got in Tennessee that plays over Discord with us. And so that takes us about 6 hours to do 8 games. And normally I got to do, stats because I'm the commissioner. I have to do stats and stuff like that. So a lot of different things happening every day. All right. Don't forget, check out that live video I did yesterday and find out what my connection to the rock group Steppenwolf was. I want to thank all of you for coming by today. It's been interesting. Nice conversations. Oh, let me see what we got going here. Yeah, the Camel Club is the first one in the series. I've read some of his other series, but this is the first one that's been sitting on my shelf for a long time. and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm about 2/3 of the way through it. And I like Baldacci, Webb Griffin, Tom Clancy's, the guys that write for Tom Clancy now since he passed away. Those are the type of guys that I like to read when I'm not reading about a real war. So, guys, take care of yourselves out there. And when I say guys, that means everybody. Be kind to each other and stay safe.